Welcome to another Tuesday Midday Meditation, a Loudoun County Public Library program with Gretchen Schutte. My name is Jeremy Worley, and I work in the programming department of LCPL, and I'll be your host today. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to use the chat box, and I can pass them along. Just a quick note that these midday meditation programs and a whole bunch of other stuff are available on the LCPL Online Programs YouTube channel. So if you find them beneficial and would like to use specific exercises from the programs, they're there for you on the web. It's my pleasure to introduce our guide today. Gretchen Schutte has been teaching yoga and meditation for over 10 years. Over the past couple of years, she's introduced our library audience to a variety of meditation techniques that can be used to find focus and an inner sense of calm. Thank you for being here today, Gretchen.
Thank you, Jeremy. I appreciate you being here, our host. I appreciate the Loudoun County Library System holding space for us. We can gather, and we've been gathering a while now using this virtual platform. And to gaze upon your names that are familiar that I've gotten to see over the months and really years, which is kind of surreal, as well as names that are maybe a little less familiar. I'm delighted to have all of you here. I'm delighted that you've given yourself this space and time to step away from the chaos, right? To take a step back and find a little more grounding, a little more flow. And as we all know, especially if this is real time, that you're joining me here, um, it's been a little hot. And by that, I mean, I just want to stay inside and sip ice water. And so, in this idea, this vein of the weather, how it's been in summer itself, right? Summer is a very, what's called a pitta quality, a very hot quality. But we can tap into practices using visualization, our meditation, our breath to help ease and cool ourselves, whether it's the heat of the weather or the heat of the feelings and sensations, the challenges that we face in that day to day. Okay, so our practice today is going to offer one. We'll start with some movement and some breath, as we always do, to settle in. And then we're going to use some hand gestures, some mudras for a grounded and fluid practice. But we'll get there, right? For now, finding this seat for yourself, maybe having a cushion under your bum, finding the head stacked above the heart stacked above the hips. Maybe it's palms down if that feels good to you. Check in with the shoulders, invite them to be heavy. The gaze can be soft in the distance, or perhaps you invite your eyes, the gaze to come inward. And as you invite the gaze perhaps to drift inward, begin to draw your attention to your breath. Know that you don't have to change anything about your breath. We're simply noticing. As you place your mind and your awareness on your breath, we're already navigating that path, the path to meditation, the place of mindfulness. As you breathe in, notice where you feel expansion on your inhale. And the next time you breathe out, tune in to where you feel an ease, a softening with the exhale. And feeling the ebb and flow of your breath, perhaps tuning into the whisper of your breath. that gentle whisper of your breath welcoming you here and now. As you continue to breathe here, imagine your breath creating an energetic buffer, putting space between where you were and where you are right now. Your breath is energetic insulation between where you are right now and where you might eventually be. Your breath creating space, welcoming you here and now. That fluid breath can press away, create space as the past drifts into the distance and the future waits out on the horizon. With your next inhale, roll your shoulders up around your ears. And with your exhale, invite your shoulders back and down. A few more rounds of your shoulder rolls, inviting a relaxation in the shoulders, a release of tension, bringing the breath and the movement together. Our breath, bringing our mind and body together. Inviting one more round of shoulder rolls. Inviting here the shoulders to be nice and heavy. And continuing to sit tall. Welcome the breath in and out. That softer inward gaze. Invite a breath in. Just pivot your gaze over to the right side of your room. Just a little turn of the head. An inhale to bring your nose back in line with the sternum. And exhale, turn your gaze the other way. And gently releasing tension in the neck as you inhale back to center. Allowing this gentle range of motion, exhale to the right. Inhale to center. And exhale left. Follow the inhale to bring your nose back in line with your sternum. Shoulders heavy. As you sit tall, breathe in. And simply tip your head over to the right. It can be a slight or significant tip. Left shoulder is still heavy. Left hand might drift off to the side. Let it hang or the fingertips brush the floor or the chair as you breathe down the left side of your neck. And two more breaths into the sensation you explore here. Using this gentle physical practice to welcome ourselves, to arrive here and now. If your left arm was heavy, we'll bring that left hand back up to your leg. We'll gently bring the head back up level once again. And here, we'll tip the left ear over, second side, left shoulder. Right shoulder is nice and heavy. Right hand might drift down by the side. Smooth, full breath into any of these tight spaces you're noticing. And as you may have heard before, where our awareness goes, that energy flows. So even just bringing the awareness to the tight places over time helps unravel. Beautiful. If your right hand was drifting off to the side, we'll come back, grounding the hands upon your legs, gently lifting the head back up to center. Excellent. Here in center, with an inhale, lift your face, your nose up to the sky. Nice and easy with the exhale, chin to chest. Follow your breath as you inhale, lift the gaze or gazeless gaze. Exhale, chin to chest. One more round here. Your breath as the guide. We'll meet with the chin down towards the chest, the shoulders heavy back and down as you breathe in. And breathe out. And inhale can take your right ear and roll it over to your right shoulder, little quarter turn. And the exhale, drifting your chin down to center. Taking your time, inhale, left ear rolls over to listen to left shoulder. Exhale, chin drifts down through center. Now we have a pattern as we drift from side to side. If you'd like to linger somewhere, please do. If you would like to take a full circle, you're welcome to find that for yourself. So inviting a little more movement here for the neck. Using these movements and shapes connected with breath, led by the breath, is a very elaborate arrival. Using our physical body to ground us to the present moment and prepare us for our sit. After you find that left side one more time or finish rotations in two directions, we'll come back to find the chin towards the chest. In your own time, with the inhale, lift the chin up. Inhale the shoulders up and back and down. Take a moment or two here to notice whatever there is to notice. As you breathe in and breathe out. Maybe there's more space between your earlobes and your shoulder heads. Maybe there's more ease in your shoulders. Perhaps your breath is a little more fluid. As you continue to breathe here, the gaze can be soft if you're a visual learner. We're going to tap into hand gestures, also known as mudras or a hand seal, as part of our meditation practice. And the first one we'll find, use your hands to create peace fingers, and then the index and middle fingers come together, right? So we have these tips of fingers come together. This is the hand gesture of grounding. So this hand gesture of grounding, you can either let the tips of the fingers rest upon your thighs, or if you're near the floor, fingertips can rest on the floor, or simply the arms heavy, fingertips point to the floor. And as you find this hand gesture of grounding, letting the hands be heavy, the shoulders be heavy, invite that gaze to be softer inward. Take a few breaths to notice what this feels like. As you breathe here with the hand gesture of grounding, also known as B mudra, I invite you to take your mind's eye down to the base of your spine. Feel the places on your hips and your legs and your feet that contact the props and the mat or the chair beneath you. And here with this downward energy of where your hips meet the floor, rooting into the earth, grounded. Maybe even imagine energetic roots digging down into the earth. And this downward energy grounding here in your seat. Words you can layer on to connect to this energy of your root at the hand gesture of grounding. My roots support and nourish me. Allowing these words to wash over you, echo in your mind. My roots support and nourish me. Listening to these words, repeating them in your mind, or if there's a space in which you feel comfortable repeating them out loud, entirely up to you. It is your practice. My roots support and nourish me. Allow these words to echo in your mind or speak them out loud, placing your mind on the hand gesture of grounding or to listen to these words here in this grounded seat. My roots support and nourish me. As you breathe here, this hand gesture of grounding, the awareness of this energy rooting you into your seat, into the earth. Feel that downward energy of your exhale, softening the edges. A physical embodiment of release. My roots support and nourish me. Spacious inhale, a grounded exhale. Here, rooted down and connected to this seat, connected to the earth, supported. We'll float the hands up from the hand gesture of grounding, Bu Mudra. Release the fingers, invite a little energetic wiggling for the hands, maybe a rotation of the wrists. Keeping this grounded seat, that smooth, fluid breath. Here, left hand, palm facing the earth, right hand, that palm rests atop the left, thumbs off to the side with a hand gesture of fluidity. Oh, the hand gesture of fluidity, also known as Matsya Mudra. Here, take your hands and let them rest somewhere near your low abdomen, maybe around your waistband. Fingertips extend away from you. Mhm. Connecting to your sacral energy center. Mhm. So, this grounded foundation beneath us, and traveling our mind up to that space just above the root in your low belly. The hand gesture of fluidity, soft or inward gaze. And feeling the sensation here in your hands as they come together, connecting energy. And here in this grounded, rooted seat, I now invite you to come back to the awareness of your breath. And feel the fluid nature of your breath. The expansion of your inhale. And the ease of your exhale. Words you can layer into this portion of your meditation. I am nourished by inner healing waves. I am nourished by inner healing waves. Allowing these words to echo in your mind, to wash over and around you, or repeat them out loud. I am nourished by gentle healing waves. At any time this hand gesture of fluidity is uncomfortable, you're always welcome to release the hand gesture. Palms down is a grounding sensation. Here is you're rooted, your roots support and nourish you. In this grounded seat, these inner waves of healing, your breath and energy. I am nourished by inner, gentle, healing waves. Perhaps from the base of your spine, imagine this well of energy, this spring of energy as you breathe in, drawing the energy up through the center of your body. That energy and breath washing down over your edges on the exhale. Grounded, rooted into the seat, the fluid breath and energy traveling up the length of your spine. Your exhale, the energy washing down and over you, softening. If this visualization supports you and your practice, Continue to follow the breath, the waves washing up the spine, and the energy flowing over you, softening the edges. And here together, rooted in the flow. Spacious inhale. Ebb and flow, the grounding, softening, easeful exhale. And gently releasing any hand gesture, finding a little wiggle with the fingers, and then perhaps the palms come back down to rest upon your legs. As you've explored these practices, tuning into the energy of your body, listening to your breath, here in this space, I invite you to sit and to notice whatever there is to notice. Welcome a breath in. Allow that breath to flow out. And know that any shift you notice, slight or significant, that's the power of your practice. If you'd like, bringing the palms together, the palms meet in Anjali Mudra, thumbs rest against heart center. Chin bows towards your brilliant, beautiful heart space as you thank yourself for making time to pause, breathe, explore, allow, and be.